All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Game number 2 coming at us here. Invictus Gaming versus Vici Gaming here for the Manila Masters Chinese qualifiers. And right now we got Invictus Gaming up 1-0 here in this best of 3. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Tsunami once again as my co-caster here. So looking forward to seeing how now Game 2 looks. Game 1, it was a little bit of a stall of a game. Obviously, both sides being very cautious, and for good reason there. In the end, it ended pretty well, and it had a couple of solid black holes coming out from Yang on the side of Vici Gaming, but not enough to withstand the pressure, and Invictus Gaming ultimately pulled through. So we'll see how game number 2 looks now this time around. They got the Life Stealer Slaughter last game. I don't know if they're going to get that this time around.
Yeah, but I don't really think the Life Stealer Slaughter were really like... Vici kind of drafted themselves into a corner the first game. Like, IG could have had a lot of different heroes. We even saw the support Lina, what started out as support Lina, and then just basically just got like a whole bunch of free farm. It wasn't doing that much in the early phases of the game. It's just that Vici couldn't do anything about IG not doing anything in the early phases of the game. They were entirely too reliant on one specific hero, and their cores fell behind significantly. VS was like 3rd lowest net worth or something miserable like that. It was not a great draft from Vici. So hopefully this time, it's fine. They don't need to pick something more aggressive. I understand that it's more flashy, and like I would like to see it after that. I'm not going to use an adjective, but after that game 1, I hope that Vici are a little bit more well-rounded with how they draft.
Yeah, definitely something that they're thinking about here as we enter the draft. And I mean, speaking of that too, we only have the ban so far, but look at the reserve time left for Invictus Gaming. They spent a lot of time thinking about that second ban especially. They first banned the Abaddon, but they were thinking a while there. They finally go with the Centaur ban. You know, part of me like always kind of wonders, is that them actually thinking, or did the captain just go AFK for 30 seconds, he's texting somebody on his phone or something? So,
well, I think more than the second ban, they were thinking about what their first pick would be. And yeah, so this is the reason why, because you see the Slardar banned out, or rather, like, the Slardar is going to get banned out because they used it to great effectiveness in game 1. Can you confidently pick a Lifestealer if you want to ban Centaur? Because if you don't ban Centaur, then either you have to pick it first phase and you don't get your Lifestealer, or you ban it and you pick Lifestealer first phase, and then you don't have like that quick 1-2 synergy that you usually see whenever Lifestealer is first picked. You usually see Lifestealer paired up immediately with a Slardar, or Lifestealer immediately paired up with a Centaur. This time they're just picking it raw. So the question is, what do you pick second?
Yeah, how do you respond to that? Nyx Assassin, definitely another candidate that I feel like is a pretty popular one as of late. So now if you're Vici, that's something you may be thinking about. Do they pick it themselves almost as a takeaway, or do they say we're willing to give it up? And for now, they're willing to give it up. Crystal Maiden into the Ursa coming out. So we had the Ursa in the last series as well. Going to make an appearance here. The Crystal Maiden clearly proving to be heavy priority for a lot of these teams.
Yeah, literally every single game we've seen, all 5 games. No, the 5th game, right?
Yeah, 5th game here.
Yeah, all 5 games at a CM. This is evidently the number 1 pick for China squads.
Apparently. And I guess Tinker is another candidate that good to see here. And yeah, again, I'm thinking back at that first game. It's been a while now, but I want to say that was banned initially by Vici Gaming. So
10 seconds remaining.
Yes, I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Yeah, which I guess they just, like you said, these teams scrim against each other quite a bit. I guess that OP has a pretty famed Tinker, which I actually, now that I think about it, I think I have seen him play a fair amount of Tinker.
Pulling up the Dota buff real quickly. Yeah, they've only been able to play it twice in the last month or so. Again, you kind of wonder how many times it's been banned here, but...
Yeah, no, OP, his number 3 most played hero is Tinker in competitive Dota, so he has a pretty handsome win rate out of it. 37 matches and a 73% win rate, so...
Jeez.
Balance patches be damned, the hero is a signature.
Yeah, that it is, and if you're confident playing it, Tinker is definitely one that's very annoying to play against, a good Tinker, because constantly having to look out for him now. You know, they got the Ursa, the candidate with that blink dagger. They got ways to catch him so far a little bit, but that's kind of the downside of an early Tinker, though, right? Is that now you're giving them the chance to respond with a lot more catch here on the side of
They
it.
could, but IG, I think they have, like, they're banning some of it out. They ban out the Nyx Assassin, which you have to ban out if you're picking a Tinker, and they ban out the Batrider as well, which one of the main advantages is that Batrider can fly around and find Tinker whenever he blinks into the jungle to do these March shenanigans. But Beastmaster's okay at it, not the best, because the Hawk will often die inside of all the March damage, but sometimes all you need is that split second, you just toss out some axes, cut down some trees, and then you can get the roar on Tinker. So it does seem that Vici are going to take advantage of the fact that Tinker was shown so early in this draft.
That, and then obviously Beastmaster's kind of a double win. I was actually thinking about that when they were going for the third pick right here, because it's also good against Lifestealer, you know, with that lockdown of the roar. Despite him having the rage up, could still go through it even. So overall, it's there. You got a confident Beastmaster player, which I assume they do, especially that they picked it up here. They're going to have his presence at least. So seems like a solid pick for the likes of Vici Gaming. But now if you're Invictus, definitely a couple of support options are on the menu, as well as your own offlaner now. Again, still need that candidate for Lifestealer. Earth Spirit's still a hero that definitely comes to mind. Again, Baboka, playing a pretty damn good Earth Spirit.
Yeah, I'm also surprised that I don't actually know the match. I don't think I've seen. Oh wow, look at you!
Called
A
it.
genius. Yeah, I don't know the match between Monkey King versus Tinker, but I would feel that Monkey King, you know, he can do a pretty good job with a super long range stun, and obviously the tree dance. You can kind of preemptively get the jump on Tinker, but I don't know. Just, China doesn't care. We saw that first ban, and that had me super excited because I was like, oh man, apparently Monkey King is top tier in China, but no, Monkey King is utterly irrelevant in China.
Yeah, and then we haven't actually seen it banned or picked since, so it's kind of funny how that died off quickly. Invoker, 4th pick, so they got their matchup against Tinker now, as far as the laning phase goes at least.
Yeah, and they're picking Invoker knowing that this Earth Spirit is probably going to be spending a fair amount of time bullying the Invoker, but they feel confident. Well, at least we get something new. Jakiro picked up.
Go. That I like. He got that sweet skin buff.
Dude, he looks so hot and yet so cold.
Kind of fits the hero.
Yeah.
He did also
I think
get
Jakiro's
a
a
couple of
fine
buffs.
pick.
10 seconds remaining.
Did he now?
A couple of balances. Yeah, level 10 talent from 20% to 25% XP gain. And then level 15 talent from 25 to 35 dual breath burn damage. If you choose to get that. So I'm not too familiar with this talent tree, but it's nothing really that great. Yeah.
No, it's not. The main reason I guess he's getting picked is... why is he getting picked here? Because right now, IG doesn't have the best push. Normally, you pick a Jakiro into either a pushing lineup or a kind of catch lineup where the Ice Path can help you set up against like very slippery heroes, like an anti-mage or something like that. In this situation, I don't see either. I mean, like, I guess the most important thing is that he has a lot of ways to kite an Ursa around, but I don't know. I feel like there are better heroes to do that. I'm curious to see what this Jakiro will be doing.
In my mind, there's a couple of powerful reasons to pick up a Jakiro as a support option. One being his teamfight presence is fairly strong. You know, the Macro Pyre is going to be a nice tool, the dual breath, and then the Ice Path. But then the split push presence that he brings as a support hero with that Liquid Fire can be very quick. That with the dual breath and even the Macro Pyre being a short cooldown. So I guess that's maybe what they're thinking. But the Legion Commander final pick.
Yeah, so I guess they are pretty emphasized on split push. Legion Commander provides some anti-push, which Vici Gaming, outside of the Beastmaster, they don't really have the strongest push. But yeah, I mean, split push got buffed, I wouldn't say significantly, but it's more viable than Deathball was in 7.03 because passive armor of towers got dropped, and you need at least 2 enemy heroes around to match what was the previous armor values. And so a Jakiro just casually tossing out Liquid Fires, which Liquid Fire is not affected by armor since it's magic damage. Oh my god!
Yes, I'm so happy you're right.
Yeah. Wow, okay. Well, we're stepping outside of the box this time. See, now Monkey King I can definitely justify. Like I said,
Yeah.
I think that he's a good matchup against Tinker, being able to find him in the trees. The only thing is, yeah, I guess he's going to be roaming around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's no real... Unless the Beastmaster is jungling, which is unlikely. I think that this Beastmaster should feel pretty safe in the offlane. I mean, Jakiro is going to be irritating, but they're not going to get a kill. Lifestealer and a Jakiro against a Beastmaster is probably not going to result in any deaths on Beastmaster unless he's just massively out of position or he gets rolled in on by Earth Spirit. The only issue I see from Monkey King is that Earth Spirit's pretty good at
10
taking down
seconds
trees,
remaining.
and so if they can guess which tree the Monkey King is on,
5 seconds
Earth Spirit can just
remaining.
straight up roll into it and stun the Monkey King for, I believe, 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And so that might be a bit of an issue. And then also, even though Monkey King is good at finding Tinker, if he's taking a bunch of March damage, then Monkey King can't easily jump out of his tree. He'll need to use his Primal Spring to get out of trees because it follows the same rules as Blink Dagger. He'll be stuck in there as long as he's taking damage.
Yeah, no, going to be a roaming Monkey King, though. And again, I did get to witness it yesterday in a match that I casted for the CIS region. Just so the Pro Dota Cup. It's another kind of amateur event that goes on, and it was like I said, the most impactful thing that I noticed was that he's basically this vision for the team, right from the beginning. The fact that he's just flying around from tree to tree, from lane to lane even, and he's giving his team, vision on where maybe the supports are, where the roamers are, and obviously setting up in good position to get some early kills. So. Expecting a lot of active and aggressive play from, and right off the bat he goes to the top lane. Him here is.
And he pops the smoke of Burning, and so Burning knows if he cuts down this tree, that would be amazing, but there's no way for him to know.
No.
It could be any tree. And he doesn't have a Quelling Blade, so he can't just, like, non-discriminately start chopping down trees.
And,
He's gonna have to spend a tango.
He could be the tree himself.
That's true. He could.
I
haven't seen any Mischief plays. Were there any Mischief plays in the game?
I was
that
actually
you
going to
saw?
say, I thought Zai, you mentioned Zai picked it up as well for
He did.
EG, and I heard about a play that he made with it, actually.
Yeah, well, so the thing about Mischief is that you don't show up on the enemy minimap. It's kind of like PA's Blur, that you are just kind of masked. And so if the enemy team's not specifically looking at you, they're not going to see you. Oh, there are a bunch of pings. They saw him flying around.
No, he's here.
And Jakiro's another hero that can kind of deal with it. Macropyre obviously burns down trees, and so they can somewhat mitigate a little bit of that. But yeah, so Mischief allows you... Basically, the enemy mid needs to be very, very aware of the courier, because you can just straight up walk to the courier underneath the tower, and because Monkey King has such good melee range, he can very easily just get 2 hits on the courier and snipe it out. So I'm gonna be keeping a lot of my eyes on this guy.
Yeah, I have the camera locked in. I'm not going to go to any other hero this game. No.
Everyone else can just, lanes are lanes, but Monkey King, that's forever.
Who cares, guys? No. Yeah, so it's Monkey King again. For those that kind of wait, like, what a second, were you seeing Monkey King? Well, yeah, less than 48 hours ago, the patch 7.03, he was officially added to Captain's Mode. There's now only, Treant, Techies, and that's it. That's no longer available, I think, so it's only down to 2 now. Not able to be picked up. But yeah, Monkey King, he's going to hide in the middle lane currently. Actually on his own side, though, so not going to be sniping any couriers right here. But LC finding himself in the jungle, does have the Iron Talent. Ursa farming the bottom lane.
Mid lane. Primal Spring
wow.
used. OP has the man. Only level 1 though, so.
Yeah, he's good, but yeah, not the greatest move speed here. And again, the Primal Spring actually with that slow. And he goes back to the trees. Goes away. That's going to be annoying to deal with. But now Baboka being here on Earth Spirit will definitely bring that presence of some return damage, and with the Orb of Venom, and Voker is the one that has to be a little careful.
And I was suggesting that Beastmaster on the Radiant team would be jungling, and looks like actually IG XXS on the Legion Commander is going to be jungling, and so doesn't want to have to go 1v1 against this Ursa, only going to show up whenever the lane's underneath his tower, but Legion Commander, as much as everyone hates to say it, is actually a very, very strong jungler, does not get low in HP, and gets a fair amount of, a pretty good advantage with the experience gain boost, so this Legion Commander is probably going to be pretty important whenever this Monkey King starts getting more and more levels to make sure that the roaming is countered.
Oh yeah.
Bobica getting slowed.
Yeah, jumping on him. Let's have a
no
roll,
where to roll.
but exactly, can he really get the angle off? Go behind the creep.
Nice
Nice
stun.
boundless strike. And down he goes. First blood for Monkey King. Saw that one coming.
Yeah, he went up to the top lane ever so briefly while Beastmaster was jungling, soaked up level 2, and was holding onto that balanced strike to make sure that they could get it. Meanwhile, Yang is kind of in a very odd spot here. He's trying to draw the creep wave, and it's going to work, actually. Q cannot punish him.
I mean, he's trying. He's putting in a lot of damage, but obviously, yeah, not nearly enough, so. Yang does a good job pulling the creep wave. Going to try to get some lane control back. In his favor
Spring
right there.
again, mid lane.
God, that distance, that range is pretty ridiculous. OP is like, screw it, I want to kill Invoker, but he's in a little bit of trouble. He's standing his ground, though, but there's a balance strike with the turn kill on a Monkey King. So, yeah, OP clearly was confident that he could get some kind of turn there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ori had taken so much damage before that gank attempt that all he could do was toss out that cold snap, and he was looking for the Sunstrike, but Tinker was hugging his creep wave, and now HYM going in again. No balance strike for another 2 more seconds.
Yeah, unable to use that there, so he falls back with DDC on the Crystal Maiden, but clearly making it an objective to sit in this middle lane and try to be an issue for OP on this Tinker. Again, they clearly respect it. They banned it the first game. Now we see it picked up here in the second game for Invictus Gaming, but so far he's doing all right. They're definitely addressing him, but I mean his farm, he's not too bad. 15-5. He is actually beating Invoker by quite a bit here in this middle lane. Wow, 7-1 Invoker on the other side. Is that to be expected though? Is Invoker?
I actually think that's a credit to OP. It's a pretty even matchup, and so the fact that there's this significant of a lead means that OP, he's been playing aggressively, and sometimes Invokers aren't used to like how do you harass a Tinker, because you get blinded by the laser, and then like, what am I gonna do? I can't just like use spells on him. I don't have any spells.
Now, I'm still a fairly new as when it comes to knowing Invoker inside and out, but I've been learning more and more that leveling up that Wex at least at one point early on to get that Alacrity. He doesn't have that yet, and actually he's going to pass that up still, so he's just going the Quas Exort here early on. Is that a surprise to you that he's not getting the Wex? At least
It's kind of dealer's choice. Every single Invoker has their own flavors. Meanwhile, another Primal Spring, and now it's a 3-man rotation.
This time it will be a kill. Yeah, Crystal Maiden helping to secure that
Now
one
Jingu
around.
is up and running, so they can keep going. One more hit, lifesteal.
It is enough. Got the range increase too, is absurd, but the turn kill on a Monkey King. It was a double kill though for Ori. XXS, he wants
He has
more,
cold
but
snap.
not going to happen.
Yeah, he needs to be careful.
Tinker coming back in, and well, mid wars is what we have here. Both teams are loving the mid lane.
Yeah, it's not necessary for, like, you can consider the fact that maybe Alacrity, meanwhile another Primal Spring on a Burning does not connect, baits out the Rage with a cancelled Boundless Strike. Now he's gonna go back in again. The other nerf that Monkey King received was that Jingu Mastery actually has a duration. It used to be as soon as you get the lifesteal, then you just have it forever. And that was really irritating with roaming Monkey King, because then like you'd get a kill in one lane, and you'd have Jingu Mastery, and then you just walk to another lane and you have tons of bonus damage.
Oh wow, okay.
So now it's not quite as powerful.
Still strong enough though for IG to at least be picking him up here, and again, he's been seeing some attention over these last couple of days. As HYM, he's just, again, it's kind of just scouting out. Yeah, that was close.
Burning cut down a tree with that Quelling Blade. He was one tree off, but HYM hops off.
Trying to find him. But back to the middle lane. Obviously, that's going to help Ori quite a bit. I mentioned he was struggling when it came to the last inning. I mean, he's still struggling, but getting the 2 kills there, that double kill is definitely going to help and try to get that hand of Midas sooner than later. But overall, Tinker definitely winning this matchup. And then you have Lifestealer at the top lane, though. He's being the best farm, 47-7. I guess Burning just slightly ahead of the Ursa, though, on the other side. Who's going to have the bigger impact, though, early on? It looks like Ursa, by the way, is also going to Mask of Madness here.
Oh, wow.
Kinda old school here.
Huh. Like, in fact, Ursa was one of the heroes that I thought wasn't the best Mask of Madness option, because you kind of need to be able to use Enrage when you're about to die. And if you're silenced, you are screwed. And I'm pretty sure that Aghanim's Ursa can't even purge off the Mask of Madness silence. At least I'm like 90% sure about that, because I know Slark's Dark Pact can't do it, and so Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this Mask of Madness. I mean, I'm excited to see it. I don't know if it got any changes in 7.03. Actually, let me look that up.
I don't know, actually, but he does have a Morbid Mask here so
okay.
far.
It got slightly buffed. It went from 100 attack speed to 120 attack speed. But
Okay.
he's going to use the Morbid Mask just to take off the Roshan, and it's going to be uncontested.
Yeah, free Roshan kill. He's smoked on in. He's got some assistance from the Boar as well for some damage output, but
Radiant's top tower is
lifesteal
under
should
attack.
just be enough to get the early Aegis, thus some nice control early on in the game. But Burning, meanwhile, with the assistance of the burning of the liquid fire, is going to push down the top tower, but there goes the
Monkey
Roshan
King's
kill.
a tree. He's a tree. Look out.
You don't know. He's going for the deny.
Top tower has fallen.
The ninja-like moves, unfortunately, not enough to deny the tower. And thus Burning getting credit for it. So his farm continuing to really excel here. He has the arm leg coming along very nicely. There's the mom, though, finished. Good old
Oh
Mask
man,
of Madness.
they put up this Radiant Sentry Ward, but they actually don't spot the Dire Observer on this cliff next to Roche. They'll see it eventually
Yeah.
if they put a Hawk over it, but I don't know if the Hawk will ever go over there.
That's a good point. Yeah, so a sentry essentially almost wasted, unfortunately. Plenty of vision to work with in favor of
Radiant's
Invictus
bottom
Gaming.
tower is under attack.
This'll come in handy.
As their spirits roaming back towards the middle lane, so this Invoker could be in some trouble.
Are fortified.
Laser coming out. There's the barrel roll. He's going to dodge it. Boulder Smash he can't dodge, though, but he's fine. Just gonna
Now
bounce it off.
XSS is creep cutting. CM is on the other side, but he can press the attack off Frostbite.
Oh, yeah,
Now it's
bottom
an
lane.
arms race.
Oh, the Sunstrike
Wow, he
on
doesn't
top
press
of the,
the attack.
roar. Does he have it now? He's going to use a Hero, but it's just too late. Monkey King comes in to help secure that kill. A lot of people assisting for it.
I mean, chances are that she was probably dead regardless. Roar was committed, and Sunstrike on top of that, but yeah, I'm surprised that he didn't immediately go for press the attack. Meanwhile, Aegis is claimed on the top lane.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they're going to silence right off the bat, so they're chasing now. Ursa's on the run. He pops the Enrage, going for the TP. They do not have a stopper. So he'll survive in the end, but that's an early Aegis use
Radiant's middle tower
right off the
is
bat.
under
I guess,
attack.
you know, on Ursa, though, getting it this early on in the game, you're not looking to, like, push towers or anything with it. You're just simply... It's a nice farming tool.
True, but at the very least, you hope to get at least like one kill and not have to. I mean, at least he didn't die twice, but yeah, he wasn't able to. He was going aggressive, but doesn't have a Blink Dagger yet. Just has this Mask of Madness, and I'm still very curious to see how this Mask of Madness pans out.
Yeah.
I, for one, am very skeptical. I think that we're going to see this Ursa dying a lot whenever he doesn't need to, because like another issue, even beyond like using Enrage for the damage mitigation, is he needs to get rid of this Tinker Blind. And if he's silenced and he can't use Enrage, then he's going to be attacking really fast and then not hitting anything.
But it's going to look fun. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be going ham, but he's not going to be doing any damage.
going to be a blind bear just
Dire's
swinging
bottom
away.
tower is under attack.
Doesn't sound like the most viable strategy, but Q here on Burning. Q here on Jakiro. He's
About to get
going to
Primal
be
Sprung?
Primal Sprung on, kind of missing right there, but there's the Boundless Strike. And there's Ursa with that Mask of Madness. That's a quick kill. Well, they find Jakiro at least.
Yeah, now Monkey King has hit level 6. Actually opts not to level up Wukong's command, which I'm not too surprised by. If you're a roaming Monkey King with just Phase Boots, Orb of Venom, chances are that your ult isn't the most intimidating thing, and you're probably better off getting more points in the Primal Spring. Okay, he's maxing out Primal Spring. I'm soaking it all in. I'm trying to see
Exactly.
how the pros handle Monkey King.
Dire's bottom
Hey, he's
tower
using
is
Primal
under
Spring pretty
attack.
effectively, although this Ursa.
Gonna go for the TP again with the Enrage, but this time they have an Ice Path, and that should be the kill on Ursa now. Urshock's not gonna save him. You see, that's the awkward thing about Monkey King sometimes. He kinda just has to sit there and watch his teammate die and then, you know, leap on out of there at least, but yeah, choosing to
I'm
pass up his
still,
ultimate.
I'm very surprised at the maxing out Primal Spring. Like, the damage goes up significantly, the slow goes up somewhat, but I don't really think that they needed more slow. They're gonna go in now on Burning,
Oh,
just touching him.
just kind of harass him. Let him know that somebody's here.
Yeah.
He quickly jumps back into the tree. So yeah, very very interested with this Monkey King build as well. Not only his skill build, but of course the items he chooses to go. He got the early Phase Boots here. And the Glove of Haste on him.
So with this Glove of Haste, I'm thinking Maelstrom, but
Okay.
we'll see.
That could be many items, of course.
Yeah, I could. He may go for a Midas of his own, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm We'll see.
Well, an item we do know we have is the bots finished on Tinker now, and that's when you really got to start watching the Tinker for that farm starting to excel quite a bit. Let's take a look at that net worth now. And 4,700 net worth for him. He's 4th in the game, but expect that to start going up and up. His bottom lane, Beastmaster, he is going to live.
Yeah, XSS has now shown his Blink Dagger, kills off the Hawk, and 5 heroes grouping up on IG to kill this bot tier 1. HYM's around, but he does not have any points in Wukong's command.
So he's just going to, again, be kind of this moving ward in favor of the Radiant side, but middle tower, meanwhile, being pressured, but OP's here. He's got the March coming out.
Yeah, I think HYM is just going to try to look to get any TP cancels.
Yeah, he could be good for that, that's for sure. Quickly going down with the Boundless Strike, then jumping back in, but gotta be a little careful with it. Jakiro, he's actually got a double damage rune on him. It's going to wear off here, but assisting with a level 4 Liquid Fire. Now he does have the Macro Pyre, actually. Again, if they see... Oh, they saw him.
Oh, he evacuates. There's no real easy way to, like, subtly walk up to a tree and cut it down. You need to just, like, immediately go face first into it.
Yeah, they're not the strongest.
Like, oh, nice!
Boulder Smash
They
lands,
don't have any
but...
vision.
Yeah. Can't really catch him. But yeah,
he has Wukong's command, so he could put it out if he wants.
To just harass them, if anything, yeah. Deter them.
Yeah.
It's not going to be enough, though, even if he did, as it's an easy tower kill. Oh, OP's caught.
They find Tinker.
That could be a big kill. Sunstrike coming out. OP, is this the first kill on him? Yes, it is. The roar
nice
used to secure it. Down goes Tinker. That is his 2nd death of the game, excuse me. That's right, he did die earlier. The chase is on a Beastmaster, but not able to catch him. Crystal Maiden also able to make it out as well. So, nice find there. That's definitely the target you want to be finding. Your Vici Gaming.
Yeah, but they're not really doing anything with it. Like, they took tier 1 mid, but they traded 2 tiers bot for it. And then now, I mean, Jakiro's doing some chip damage to this tier 1, and still, like, Radiant team aren't doing very much.
Yeah.
A bunch of trees are cut down, and Monkey King is like, dude, what the hell? I use those.
Middle lane, Ori. He comes in, Alacrity's applied. There's that cold snap. Q, though, he's just out of range, and he'll manage to live. Kind of flies away, so it's good to go. But, of course, the Hand of Might is finished onto Invoker right here. And the Ag's in the works. Ursa, meanwhile, that Mask of Madness has the Blink Dagger now. He's going to go over and try to clear some Ancients with some assistance of the Beastmaster. That Blink on LC, wanted to use it, still hasn't been able to get off a duel just yet. With that Blink Dagger. She is level 12 now, though.
Man, Radiant team really needs to defend this. And freaking Beastmaster keeps chopping down all the trees, so Monkey King, like, they can verify that Monkey King is not anywhere here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's true, actually. It's almost like a hindrance.
I know.
He's your teammate. Cutting down those trees. So Monkey King and use the other trees. He did get the Hand of Midas, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Going Basher as far as his first kind of tool this game.
Yeah, it's typically either Basher or you'll see Echo Saber, and I've even seen quite a bit of success with Vanguard into like a Crimson Guard first on Monkey King. It doesn't really... Oh, Bobuka going down, or no, DDC going down, just Crystal Maiden, and it is a duel victory, so first duel victory for the Legion Commander.
Yeah.
It looks like VG wants to return the favor. Smoked up.
Hunting. The Roar is ready to go. Necronomicon level 2 here. Monkey King again going to scout it out, but unfortunately not going to be able to find anyone as they do a good job spreading out. Boca and XXS up at the top lane. They're behind the tower. They figure something's up.
Yeah, this Dire Ward spotted out a Hawk, and so they know that they're getting dove on.
Well, even if
King
they
will
know,
find it out.
can they do something about it? But Boca's going to get caught. Butter Smash goes on through. He survives a little bit longer. Got the stun set out. And now the Ice Path used. Monkey King's in trouble. Beastmaster gets picked up pretty quickly. Monkey King's going to fly into the trees. The auto attack hits, but he's running. Can they maybe catch him? No, the TP out. He will escape. But they get the turn kill on a Beastmaster. Now they're all up here. Probably going to be looking to push secondary tower top lane.
That was the buyback from the Earth Spirit, actually.
Oh,
so,
was it? Wow.
Yeah, that was unnecessary, but I guess he was their most reliable way of breaking down trees. But I don't know, I don't think Monkey King is that valuable of a kill that you need to buy back as an Earth Spirit. Thankfully, they will transition it into a push, And Bobica does have
Radiant's top
magnetized, so...
tower is under
Well,
attack.
no, never mind.
How
He's
about
leaving.
Burning Zidane, by the way? Look at that. Solar Crest to follow up the armlet on Lifestealer. It's got evasion.
Radiant's
He does
top
have evasion, and we did mention how the blind is going to be an issue for Ursa to deal with on the onset from laser.
Radiant's top
Which,
tower has fallen.
I mean, like, I would have figured that evasion is not quite as important, because chances are that Ursa's going to be going for something like an MKB anyway. He's going for a BKB now, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you would go Solar Crest on a Lifestealer in this game. But I mean, it's possible it's just for aggression. Like, he himself has plenty of armor, so he can kind of afford to take the minus armor, and then if you just drop like minus 12 armor as Ori actually goes down to XXS another dual victory for the Legion Commander.
That was a solo kill. I mean, I don't know if the March was doing any bit of damage, but I kind of caught that. He just simply, obviously you got the vision down here. That's what really got that kill in the first place for Invictus Gaming. He sets up the duel, and that's an easy kill onto Invoker as a result. So, yeah, no, I'm with you, though. Evasion's great, but exactly, they already kind of have that coming out with the lasers. They catch Monkey King, the macro part to destroy the trees. And there's that long stun coming out. So
He just pinged this area a bunch. He was just like, dude, they saw me up here, but there was actually no wards. There's no vision for this Monkey King. I don't know how they saw him. I mean, there's this ward near the river, but that does not see above the trees.
he is pinging
Look,
that
he's
out
still
like crazy.
pinging out.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I swear there's a ward there.
Yeah. Oh, you're right though. There is no vision actually in that area, unless one just wore off that we missed right there. But I don't think there
No,
was.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Oh, it's obviously a huge find again, and you can just feel Invictus Gaming. They're really starting to pick up quite a bit of steam again. Tinker's obviously great to have in this case as well when your
Oh,
team starts
Crystal
getting
Maiden.
kills.
It's duel number 3.
And that's another kill. That's 42 charges just like that on LC. It's like it went from 0 to 42 in a matter of a couple of minutes, it feels like.
I don't know why Vici Gaming aren't grouping up. Like, they have the Aghanim Scepter completed on Invoker. They have Wukong's command. It's not really critical to get the Basher. You can just like put the ult out there, and it's intimidating enough at this stage. And Ursa, he's not getting nearly as many picks. Legion Commander is out Ursaing the Ursa. They scan out, they get the roar on Jakiro,
Yep.
and now he's gonna TP out.
Yeah, he'll be good. Again, that's something. They can't even get the tower though. That's the unfortunate part. But it will open up some opportunity for Ursa perhaps to try to solo down Roshan again. And I don't think Invictus Gaming is going to be making the way over anytime soon, unless Tinker maybe spots it, but doesn't look like
No,
it.
they're gonna get this one. But still, like, I wonder how much efficacy this Ursa is gonna get out of this Aegis, because the way Vici are playing is BDC actually getting a kill on Bobica near the shrine.
Burning jumps out though. They were looking for a kill themselves, and they end up
it's-
getting a turn kill.
Tornado, but Blink Dagger not yet completed on Ori.
But yeah,
I
how
don't
much
know.
are they
I
going to get
feel
out
like
of it?
Vici Gaming just need to stick together. They have this Aegis now, so it's as good of a time to group up as 5. But, I mean, End is going bot, this Invoker is farming out mid, in the jungle, Beastmaster's going top. I don't really know why Vici Gaming are playing so scattered.
Yeah.
This'll come in handy.
Well, obviously they would like some picks on the heroes like the Tinker, of course, but a lot of easier said than done. Even having the Beastmaster, he doesn't have a Blink Dagger just yet. In fact, interesting that, yeah, he got the level 2 Necronomicon, but now he has the Blink Dagger queued up here. So he's not even going to finish the level 3. Figures that they really need that
Dire's
initiation.
top tower is under attack.
He decides to go for it instead. As there's the
I can
Blink Dagger, the
understand
one
that.
Invoker.
That's true, but I don't think that's enough initiation. I mean, like, they have the Ursa, they have the Invoker, but neither of those heroes can stun,
Has
and
been denied.
so far Monkey King's initiation has been unreliable with the Boundless Strike, and so you can't really rely on that to initiate either. So Beastmaster is going to be the linchpin for making sure that they can get a pick on. Ideally the Tinker. I mean, I say that Vici Gaming needs to group up, but it's not really easy to push into a maxed out March. OP has been quietly farming away, has his Blink Dagger completed, and about a little over halfway to his Aghanim Scepter is now IG, have an Infest Bomb. They're going to go in on Ursa.
Oh, that would be a prime kill to start things off. The Boulder Smash stun. There's a duel. That should be a quick kill on Ursa. And the Aegis going to be popped, of course, but here comes the FPS drop. It must be Monkey King time. LC, he's going to go down to the Sunstrike, it looks like. BKB popped by N, so the Aegis definitely coming into play right here. Trying to go into Jakiro. EMP's put down. They throw him in the air with the Eel Scepter, but Jakiro will be picked off in the long run. So, you know, they got the Aegis burned, but it ends up in 2 deaths, actually, for IG. Now Vici going to try to capitalize, pushing out the top lane even further. They'll love to catch Tinker.
Oh, they do. HYM.
Oh no, the balance strike in. Monkey King's almost dead himself, but hey, if it's a kill on Tinker, they'll take it. And in fact, Monkey King survives as they do take him out. That's definitely a presence of Monkey King again. Working right there, and now secondary tower kill.
Preempting that entire thing. He was waiting there. Tinker blinked in directly into Monkey King's hands, started TPing, but Boundless Strike was ready and locked and loaded, and so they got the kill. They get that tier 2. They're not going to be able to get much more, but still, they slow down the Tinker's momentum.
Yeah, bottom lane.
Is under attack.
Lifestealer has that Sage. Going to be coming out to him, so the SNY is actually going to be happening here for Burning. Be delivered.
They're going in.
They are, and they get jump on a Burning right here, but he does have Earth Spirit nearby. The quick turn on the Beastmaster, and Monkey King goes down. A double kill for Burning. Ursa's trying to take out Maboka at least, gets those Fury Swipes up. Another Earth Shock is used, and oh wow, he's able to blink away before they end up taking him out in return.
Oh, what a tornado.
That tornado, though, yeah, hitting 3. Unfortunately, not the 4th, and OP just easily follows it up for the snipe kill there. So the Ags, again, just around the corner for him. And a couple of nice kills coming out for IG, only losing Earth Spirit and Burning. SNY has now been finished. So a pretty unique Lifestealer build here with a Solar Crest into the Sage and Yasa. But
yeah, it's very mid-game heavy, which is kind of concerning to me because Monkey King has a Midas, Crystal Maiden has a Midas, Invoker has a Midas. I can understand why. You see these 3 Midases and you're like, okay, well, I need to be useful early on. And I mean, Tinker's going to have his Aghanim Scepter completed soon, and hopefully Burning won't fall behind, but IG are kind of putting themselves on a clock because you can't rely on this Lifestealer forever to be able to carry it.
Yeah.
Now HYM, he's in position for a Wukong's command.
That he is, but will he find the opportunity to use it? I mean, it feels like it's coming up. Right here, the teammates say they are nearby, ready to go, but obviously on the dire side, in fact, there's a roar opening on a Legion Commander. Now comes the command to follow it up. XXS, he is going to go down, it looks like. The Sunstrike to help kill him, but retreat mode for Invictus Gaming as the Rage is popped by Burning and everyone else will get out. They did get the turn kill on a Crystal Maiden throughout that as well, so, I mean, the Wukong's command, it's definitely a stalling tool for sure. And
right now it's stalling. It's basically like Radiance March of the Machines, but he's going to have his Basher pretty soon, and then it becomes much more intimidating, because right now, Lifestealer has been able to slip out. He's not really, he just rages up, and then he can very easily leave the Wukong's command radius, but once Bashers come out, it's very, very tricky for a Lifestealer to be able to exit safely.
Yeah, they're going to reset, actually. Going on in.
Yep.
Tinker,
Wukong's is down for 30 seconds, and Invoker's off doing other stuff, so he's not going to be able to tornado.
Yeah, he's trying to split push at the top lane, so they're basically giving up the secondary now. And yeah, it feels like that Wukong's command is that tool of whenever that's up, that's going to be their staller, but when it's down, of course, now IG's feeling a lot more comfortable as far as going in, and Invoker's still not here. He's bots are coming off cooldown. I guess that's what he's waiting for. Just after another second, so he has that now, but they're not going to get the tier 3 at the end.
Be careful. XSS, there's a Hawk protecting Invoker, and he's going to go out.
Yeah, that would have been a huge pick, of course, but he makes the escape before. So he is fine. And Tinker, what does Tinker go for next now? He kind of has his core here. He can go kind of different directions. Does he get the Scythe for extra lockdown?
I think he goes the Dagon, to be honest.
Dagon, yeah.
This game, being able to just quickly pick off these targets, it's more important. You don't want to have to stall out the fight. Monkey King is pretty squishy right now, which he hasn't completed the Basher yet, but he will have the money soon, and so actually he'll have it in like 100 gold. I'm surprised they're going for the smoke, but if they can find someone, then great.
Yeah, they would love to find a kill opportunity, but obviously IG not really giving that to them. Monkey King trying to really scout it out. Skull Basher not finished just yet, actually, on Monkey King. Though he does have 2,100 gold saved up, so just about there. Probably not going to be too concerned about a buyback. Want to make priority of that item ASAP. But now you have Beastmaster with both the Blink and the Necronomicon level 3, so I mentioned that earlier. Now he has that combo now. Oh, Lifestealer jumps inside XXS, though, and the immediate smoke after. They're going towards the top lane, so we'll see if they can find
the
anyone.
Hawk. Yeah, they don't see the smoke, and so now they see OP though. So they're gonna start backing out. Yang needs to be careful.
Oh, they saw him in the last second. It was a little too quick, but maybe not quick enough. Out comes the roar, but Lifestealer says hello. Gets the quick kill. Now, Earth Spirit picked up in the background by N very quickly, too, so 1 for 1. But look at Earth Spirit again. The very aggressive buyback.
Oof, man, Monkey King has really good positioning, and he has his Basher completed, but BKB was expended by Ursa, Invoker had to back out, so they're not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, and I don't think they have any information that Monkey King is here, so not going to scout him out. The Ice Path almost caught. Somebody was TPing out. That didn't even catch who, but almost caught somebody TPing out at the top left there. But they were able to escape. Yeah, you see the Necronomicon pushing top lane meanwhile, so OP will port back. And look to push it out here.
There are so many Radiant Wars. They really want to get a pick on this Tinker, and if HYM can do it, that would be great. I don't really know if he can do it solo. He's going to need to get some lucky bashes on his Wukong's command.
Yeah.
And hopefully get 4 hits on Jingu, but yeah, I don't know. Tinker's a tough get.
That's by
XSS,
yourself.
wow, no, see, now that's another get on the
Oh,
other
man.
side. A solo kill, or did Earth Spirit help out?
I
think Earth
honestly
Spirit
am
rolled in.
not sure, yeah. It's going
Dude, it's
through
still
other
difficult to keep
information.
track. I think I missed like all 3 of these Invoker picks with these
Yeah.
duels.
Happened so quickly here. And XXS, he is on top of it, and I mean, Invoker's never 50 seconds. He does not have a buyback, so this should at least be tier 3, if not the middle racks here.
They will use Wukong's command. We'll see how long it can stall out.
Oh wow,
Ooh,
and it's
never
like
mind, they're just gonna go in.
I'm going YOLO, baby. Jakiro, nice. Press the attack, though. He's going to be fine. There's that Wukong's command, and does the FPS drop. Burning. He is burning right here.
Bash.
To the D, and the Bash Proc's kicking in, and Lifestealer's dead with no buyback now. So the hold is not only successful, they're winning this fight. Crystal Maiden will get stopped and died at the end, but Tinker's also picked up in the back of an LC. He gets the dual victory against Ursa, and all of a sudden it's just Monkey King on the
Battle strike in
run.
1 second.
There we go.
But
Boulder
it's
Smash
too late.
lands. That's all 5 dead right now. A couple of buybacks, but that seemed like IG was looking like they were in a dire spot there. Ended up working out in the end. LC,
Actually, I
man.
guess it was only the Earth Spirit buyback. I swear, Earth Spirit, he's bought back 3 times this game. And so it's no surprise to me that all he has is Tranquil Boots and an Orb of Venom. But hey, IG won the fight, and they're doing pretty good right now. They have... Actually, no, they're down right now in net worth. But I don't know. I feel more comfortable with IG's position in this game than I do VG's.
I'm with you there. Again, Tinker, I think, is a big part of that. Although they have some decent catch, they've proven it. At the same time, on the other side of it, Invoker has definitely proven to be a late-game presence hero that not only can he counter-push effectively, but, of course, his split-push tactics are very viable and can most certainly win games for his teams as well. So keeping an eye on Ori here. And you got the Lincoln Sphere, actually, just about finished on him now. He's also level 20.
Yeah, I don't blame him in the slightest for going for this Lincoln Sphere. And XSS does not have anything. He does not have something like a Diffusal or an Abyssal, so no real way of being able to pop that Lincolns of Invoker. So hopefully the days of Invoker getting just picked off will be over, as now Vici going in for this Roche.
Yeah. That should be an easy Roche kill again. Well, maybe not. I mean, they are nearby. The Alacrity put up, though. It's just happening so fast. Boulder Smash through. Is that confident enough to maybe go for a jump? It's not. The Aegis actually picked up by
Monkey
King. Curious.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Did
they
was
think-
Ursa slotted up?
I almost wonder if they thought that it was going to have a chance of being stolen there, that he was just like spam clicking,
Maybe.
or...
Ursa took cheese.
Okay.
I don't know. That's so weird to me, because it used to be, like, I could kind of see the justification, because it used to be that if you die while in Aegis during Wukong's command, the ult will continue. but now it'll end during your Aegis respawn.
Radiant
So I don't really know why you would give
structures
it
are
to the Monkey King.
Oh, Monkey King, Primal Spring in the background. He's going for the setup on a Tinker. That's a prime target. Ursa jumps in. They explode Tinker off the bat. Now press the attack up to the side on LC. He's being locked down, rooted by something. He will start running away. There's the Aegis used on a Monkey King, so he's going to come back up, but it dies shortly after, most likely. Yep, the Macropire helping to burn him down. So he's burning in the auto attack. So Tinker's dead, but yeah, it is going to be enough of a stall. I am shocked they still haven't got the tier 3, man. They're barely keeping this alive.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's
hanging
enough.
on by a thread. Yeah, I'm still baffled by the decision to give the Aegis to Monkey King. As a result, like, he had a really good position to use a Wukong's command. They could have gotten more than just the Tinker, but like I said, he didn't want to die during the ult and then respawn during the Aegis, so he was like, I'll just save it for my second life. Thing is that no one in Vici was ready to protect him whenever he respawned, so he just came back and died again instantly.
Manner. Oh, he has a double damage rune now, especially with those charges. He is very, very scary here with how much he's going to be hitting for. So, if you're Vici Gaming, don't want to get caught in a duel with him. And they're going to move on out, though, using that Hawk for vision, of course. As Invoker, he's moving forward. He has the Ghost Walk activated. He's going to be taken out right there, though. So, Tinker, do we know his decision yet? Okay, I went the Aether Lens even, so.
Yeah, but
range
that's still
there.
just like it's like a
The core.
Yeah, it's in middle ground right now. It's like a stepping stone item. I still think Dagon's a wise choice. He could go for something like the Sheep Stick, especially since Ursa's BKB timings are starting to whittle down. In fact, he's down to 5 seconds as Ursa stares in lovingly. Okay, he misblinked there. I'm gonna go for this push, but this is like, it's a very difficult push. It's Aghanim, Scepter, Tinker. I mean, just Tinker by himself is a big enough issue, but it's Ag, Tinker. And they have a Hawk, so maybe they're just trying to get a pick on Tinker. But Tinker just goes mid.
I was going to say, I mean, meanwhile, the rest of the other side, the Dire side, XSS, yeah, he's going to go for the tier 3 kill right here, the quick kill. And they're going to
Very
get them to
smart.
fall back. Yeah, so get the tier 3, get out, go for Shrines. Exactly what the game
Ooh,
plan
Tinker
was for
shows up
IG.
bot. OP is wisely blinking backwards as opposed to sideways, and that's the right call.
Stay away. So they get the first tower kill. They want more, though. Monkey King continuing to be that vision. So here we go with that secondary tower push. Somebody's porting in. Oh, aggressively. Earth Spirit. He's manning up right here. Also try to commit to a fight in the background, actually. EMP going off, though. They will catch Yang, as well as him. He does pop his ultimate, but Yang on Beastmaster is going to go down. The Sunstrike not enough to take out XXS. He's getting low, though, but it's... yes, it is enough damage. He goes down. The bash is coming into play. The Jingu Mastery also helping. He will fall in the end. Ends up being a 2 for 2. The gem is down. Oh, it's picked up, though, by Invoker. He avoids the Boulder Smash on top of that, and he keeps on running. Oh, what a play by Ori there. Go back in to ninja the gem and then actually escape any stun combos.
So whose original gem? This is DDC's gem? Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's I can... Very, very smart moves by Vici Gaming, only having to lose the Monkey King and the Lifestealer. I mean, and the Beastmaster. So,
Yeah.
get a gem out of it. Tinker still survives, and... I don't know, this Tinker moving forward is just going to become a bigger and bigger issue. It looks like he's actually going to be going for a Bloodstone, so... He just wants to stay in the fight for as long as possible, throw out as many of these Aghanim's lasers as possible, and make sure that this Ursa isn't able to deal any damage to his team.
Burning, he's kind of by himself right here. He's waiting for the rune spawn. It's going to be an Invis rune. Not the craziest
Nobody
rune ever.
shows Necro 3 and Gem is up for Yang. They could go on this.
Yeah, they are. The roar comes out. Earth Spirit's kind of nearby, but that's so much damage. He tries to push him away. Not enough, though, and
pretty
Burning is
cool.
picked off. And he's dead for 70 seconds now, by the way. Meanwhile, Ursa goes down middle lane. All right, so core for a core, eye for an eye.
Although Ursa has buyback, Lifestealer does not have buyback, but I don't think either team is going to be going for high ground pushes.
No. Not right now. And you look at Legion Commander, by the way, he's going for his own Heaven's Albred. Apparently this is, at least in the China scene, this has actually become an item that teams are making notice of here.
Yeah, and this game, evasion definitely important, and then again the ability to put the disarm on Lifestealer. I mean, on Ursa. Ursa, I haven't really seen a full 5-on-5 team fight, but I don't know how much this Mask of Madness has been doing for him. All I know is that moving forward, he's going to really wish he completed this MKB earlier. He may have time to complete it. He may have it before the first major fight during high ground sieges happen, but I don't know. Until then, I'm very concerned for this Ursa's damage output.
On top lane, Yang is here. He's got the Roar ready to go, setting up with that Blink Dagger. Picked up a Vlad's. Obviously assist with the team as well as some split push going on. But they'll do enough down up at the top lane to scare them off. Meanwhile, Monkey King level 20, and he's going to TP away from this top bottom lane even. He goes to the back to base actually. Yeah, he has his own BKB now, so this Monkey King's actually starting to scale pretty well. You know, the 40 damage talent on top of that from level 20. Level 25, I don't know, what do you get, the 100% balance crit maybe? Hey, that sounds pretty strong.
Yeah, unless if he's BKB.
Going for Ursa, that's a kill. Should be, maybe, yes. There's enough damage. God, that ulti though, it's like, okay. Let's see,
Dude,
one
like,
frame, 2 frames.
Why would they even put it in the patch log, BKB activated? He gets stunned.
Monkey King, he's on the run. And the BKB, is it going to be enough to save him? Absolutely not. EMP going out, but Monkey King staying dead, actually. Again, he just got that BKB. Ursa does have a buyback.
Invoker. And Invoker's not level 25 yet, so he does not have that 18-second cooldown reduction on Tornado, so it's going to have to be a good old-fashioned use every single one of my spells to throw back this push.
Ice Path is good for that. Burning, slowly walking through that, but there's the buyback on Ursa, so... Decision time, who do you want to jump? Where? Tinker in the background pops the laser. The Roar's on him, though. Tinker, very aggressive play. Nice pressing attack, though. Purging off the Roar. They fall back. The Ice Path is down. LC, he's on the run about a third of his life currently, but End going pretty deep. Mask of Madness up. Going in toe-to-toe with Burning. Not a fight he's going to win right now, though. As OP barely staying alive. The duel comes out on Invoker, and Invoker will fall. He has a buyback good to go. But back over here, Ursa's going to be picked off again. Invoker buys back, but with Ursa dead and no buyback, 3 are dead and staying dead. That's going to be a middle racks. IG comes out on top of the fight there. OP surviving was huge.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you can see why they started banning Tinker out first phase against IG. Now they're going in aggressive.
Tornado's being used. You mentioned he's almost level 25. He needs a couple of creep kills and he'll be there.
Yeah, or one hero kill. I don't think they're going to find it.
He'd prefer the hero kill, but yeah, unless Beastmaster, he doesn't even have his Roar yet. In fact, he's going to be caught first, and this Beastmaster, he's going to stay dead. Okay, he does have a buyback, actually. Drops a gem. He will come back up, though. Almost a bait of sorts as Monkey King flies in as well, but Lifestealer, he's so damn strong, gets pushed out. The duel from LC coming out of Monkey King. Monkey King goes down. That's 182 dual charges as Burning stays alive up here. They get the turn kill on a Yang. No buyback for him. That's a dieback, in fact. And now the bottom rack's exposed. Burning still staying alive. DDC. He'll fall back, but GG, well played. And it seemed like we still had a bit left in this game, but IG, they just dismantle in this fight. Well played all around. And they win 2-0. They're moving on.
Oh yeah, I was confused by this score indicator. Is it backwards for you? It's backwards for me. Or you may be out of it now. No, I'm looking at the stream. Yeah, it did give a tick to Vici Gaming, but yeah, okay. I was pretty sure that IG won the first game.
Oh yeah, they definitely did. I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I was hoping to see some promising stuff from Monkey King, and for the most part, early game, Monkey King definitely had the presence that I expected. He was jumping around in trees, getting kills, harassing the mid lane quite a bit. Just, again, like this. I don't really know what the Mask of Madness offered the Ursa. For 1900 gold, he could have had a Blink Dagger completed even earlier. Instead, XXS took the role of, I'm going to go start solo killing people, and Invoker got picked off one too many times, gave XXS too much bonus damage. Burning with this really mid-game heavy build worked out perfectly. The Solar Crest, the Armlet, the Sanjin Yasha, it punished these 3 Midas pickups on Vici Gaming, and Invictus Gaming comes out on top.
Yeah, I mean, I had to confirm right there, but yeah, looking at the total buff just to reassure, Invictus Gaming did win the first game, so despite what it said there in the game, it looks like that was a misclick of giving the wrong team the score right there, but officially Invictus Gaming will move on 2-0 with this victory right here.
182 bonus damage at the end of the game on Legion Commander. Didn't lose a single duel.
No, she was buffed up there by the very end, especially. And 12-4 and 8. LC proved to be a very efficient pickup for the team, no doubt. And OP on that Tinker. I know he's considered to be a scary Tinker player. It wasn't necessarily like the craziest by any means that game, but obviously more than enough. And just the presence of a Tinker kind of really forces you to play so differently.
The fact that he didn't die a lot it just shows how much experience he has on the hero. Because Vici Gaming were like I thought that they would draft Monkey King for the Tinker. I imagine that's probably one of the biggest considerations for why they did so. And I don't think that this Monkey King got Tinker at all after the laning phase.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it for our broadcast here today in this morning broadcast, at least in the American European region even. So hopefully you guys enjoyed some Chinese Dota action, the Manila Masters, though. We're just getting started as far as the event is concerned for these qualifiers. Again, all 8 teams are still alive. It's just a matter of which one will be advancing on to the main event. Only one of these 8 teams will do so. There is the other series going on, LFY versus IG Vitality. I believe that's over on twitch.tv/BeyondTheSummit. You can check it out over there. Currently in game number 2, I want to say, with LFY actually up 1-0 in that series. So definitely head on over to that stream. As far as this one, I'm Bricky CPK. I was joined by Tsunami. Tsunami, any final thoughts, any shout-outs here to finish off?
Shout out to 7.03. I'm happy to not see the same heroes over and over and over again that we saw in Kiev. We're seeing some of them, but still we're breaking the mold a little bit.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm with you. It definitely, the diversity we got to see today, whether that's because of Chinese Dota or whether that's because of the patch, I mean, and I don't care what it is. It was actually a lot of fun to cast today here in these matches at least. So I believe action will continue tomorrow, though, into the further rounds. But like I said, there is still that other series currently going on, I believe, LFY versus IG Vitality. So head on over there, guys. Once again, Breaky CBK, joined by Tsunami. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time here on the broadcast.